Welcome to Camping with Steve. Today we're doing an old-fashioned, just a good old mom and pop meat and potatoes, regular old stealther, just regular camping. I've got the car parked out here, right outside of a tire shop, and there are always cars parked outside around tire shops, but the main goal is the Home Depot. So Home Depots are normally pretty locked down. They got security and everything, but we are going to sneak around to the backside where there is a little wooded area. That's going to be a great place to camp. As soon as the car is gone. All right, let's start making our way over here. Now, because I'm in an urban area, I'm just trying to keep the camping gear down to the bare essentials. Perfect. This looks good. Excellent. I'm just going to make sure the coast is clear here. I'm just going to casually wander in here like I'm out for an evening hike. Okay, now's the time to go. Ha 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 ha. I'm not the first person that's been around here, and there could be somebody else in here right now. I haven't checked this place out at all, but one thing I know is a good place when I see it. I've wandered down a little further, and this is a fantastic little spot. A little marshy, but mosquitoes aren't as bad as I thought they would be down here, considering the stagnant creek right there. Yeah. But no signs of the other fellow over there that's been camped out. And who knows, I might have some company tonight. And I brought an MRE tonight to eat. So, spoiled the surprise there. But yeah, there should definitely be somewhere good to camp in here behind the Home Depot. As I'm hiking through here, I'm gonna say, I think Home Depot's more responsible for any garbage in here than people out here camping. I'll say that. It's too much for me to clean up, but I'll grab this because I came across its path. If I can't find a couple of good trees to set the hammock up, I may end up using the hammock as a bivvy sack if I can find a level enough spot. But trying to get a little further away from this mosquito creek, but also equally far away from the truck up there, who seems to be camped out for the night, maybe just dropped off a load or just about to go to the receiving bay at the Home Depot. There's no way I'm getting a hammock between two trees in here. There's just too much bush to clear, and there's nothing stealthy about clearing bush besides somebody that is sitting there in his truck with his window probably rolled down as we speak, on the phone with security for Home Depot maybe. So I'm going to put the backpack down. I've never been thirstier in my life than I am right now, and I know just what to do about that. Just about to set my chair up and have a beer, but I've heard some voices from over there. Somebody's probably wholesomely walking their dog or something, and I don't want to freak them out or nothing like that. Looking good so far. Camel netting. There we go. Oh yeah. What more do you need in life than this, hey? So I'm gonna crack something cold and refreshing here. I'll move this out of the way so you can see me better. Yes, something cold and refreshing, and try to do it quietly. that's refreshing, just what I needed. So I think that trucker up there he's got a full load, and there's another truck in the receiving bay. I think once that one's unloaded, this guy is gonna go to the receiving bay, unload, and he should be gone, and we can enjoy this slightly sewagey smelling woods behind the Home Depot in complete privacy and relaxation. I am going to string this camo netting up behind me a little bit because everything's blue on the backpack and stuff. That'll just give me a little bit more privacy and security back here. Vehicle started over there. Whoever those voices were just got in a vehicle and left. So here I am, just waiting for that truck there to get out of here. But hidden behind here, I have plenty to occupy myself with until that time happens. That truck up there is not going anywhere, at least not anytime soon. And I'm gonna have to set up shelter because it could rain tonight and there are some mosquitoes. So the best thing I can come up with right now is right in here, down from all that garbage. I'm gonna try to clear off a spot, set up the hammock as a bivvy, because if I go any further that way, I'm out onto the Trans-Canada Highway basically. Can't go any further that way because there is Home Depot right there. Back that way was where the other guy was camping, and across there is where all those people are. I looked at the map, there's like a Dairy Queen over there, so I don't want to go hopping too far across that side because there's a lot more people over there than there are over there. So I'm gonna start clearing up some brush here. Trusty Hennessy hammock. Yeah. I've got the ridgeline set up. It's just high enough that the tarp can hang over and not be hitting my face all night. And of course I'll be sleeping. The truck is leaving. Now we're talking. That is awesome news. I gotta go up to take a peek and then we'll get back to the hammock thing. Perfect. Okay, now I can actually speak in a regular voice. So what'll happen here is I will get dinner started here pretty quickly because I don't need to be running around with a flashlight out here. 2x4s are about $1 million right now, and they're gonna have security patrolling around. And security guards don't like seeing lights in the bushes, so yeah, perfect. camo over. We'll see what it looks like from the Home Depot parking lot. Then we get into that MRE. There you go, little guy. Never set up a hammock as a bivvy before, but if anything is scream stealth, that's it. Shouldn't be able to see a thing. I'm just gonna move this over a little more in front of where I am, and everything's gonna be all right. Good. I think I've got shelter accomplished here, and I'll creep around. We're gonna see what it looks like. Of course, at this point, I have no backpack on, no beer in my hand. Just could claim to be some lost local out for a stroll in the neighborhood woods behind the Home Depot. And there's conveniently a hole cut out of the fence here, because I'm sure I'm not the first person that has camped here. All right. Yeah, we're talking. I think things are gonna be pretty stealthy. Let's see. Good to be out of Mosquitoville there for even just a moment to kind of walk around out here. It is your normal Home Depot, and you'd never happen to guess, just across the fence right here, that there's a YouTuber camping out there. Kind of camping, if you can call it camping. So back in we go to the shelter in the woods. That's just brilliant. Nobody's gonna see me at all. Time to dig into this. This one's menu number 20 off of the 2016 MREs. Long since expired, but it's okay. I'm a fanatic about fresh bread. I somehow doubt there's fresh baked bread in here. But we're going to examine the contents for the people who have not seen inside of a Canadian thing before, but you probably have. So, the star of the show is the entree. And this is the meatballs with gravy. I'd personally be happy if the entire thing was just one big entree, but they get a bunch of other stuff in there. Comes in these little pouches, and you can use a flameless ration heater, which we got, courtesy of Al Zilla, local Edmonton musician who is also a military man, and he has he's a veteran who's hooked me up with that. Next big star of the show is dessert. Applesauce. That could be not bad. This is like a clown car. Things are going to keep coming up. This is the part I dread. This is cornbread. Okay, at least it's not wheat bread. So cornbread with meatballs and gravy. That doesn't sound bad at all to me. What? Mashed potatoes. Now we're talking. for that, I do need hot water, which I don't have a stove. That's okay. What else do we got? Strawberry meal replacement. There's a lot of different stuff in here. Moving right along. Of course, Reese's Pieces. Yum. It's good. Ice flavor sports drink. Of course, we've got our peanut butter. Oh, some tea, some orange pekoe tea. Yeah, I should have brought the stove with me. Coffee whitener. I'm guessing they're coffee, unless that's for the tea. Raspberry jam. Of course, it's raspberry jam. A pack of matches. If I had a pot, I could boil some water if I wasn't trying to be so darn stealthy. Then there is a mixing bag, a beverage bag to mix the powder, and it's got, you know, where you put your sports drink or coffee water up to, so that you don't end up with coffee that will burn your throat. Frank's Red Hot. Hey, they are putting everything in here. Moist towelette, package of sugar, not to be outdone. Got a napkin, any long Blizzard spoon, Dairy Queen style, and crowning thing here is Tic Tacs for after. So quite a lot of stuff, and I wish I could make those mashed potatoes, but I just don't think cold mashed potatoes are going to be all that good. But I may be able to get creative and do this. I don't know if that's safe to do. We'll see how the evening goes. So, meatballs and gravy is going to be the start of this show. Try out one of these. I think these actually might be a little bit old. I could be eating cold meatball and gravy if they don't turn out that well. But it's got the instructions right on. Shows where to fill the water to. This is kind of all I got with me is bottled water. I try not to bring it with me, but we're pretty much on the road now all the time. So there's actually at home there isn't even anywhere to fill up with drinkable water. So as soon as we get a hotel, that's the first thing we're gonna do. Load up on that. Yeah. There's no wrong way to do it, right? Water to where it wants. It doesn't need much either. So water goes in. And of course, the hardcore MRE fanatics are going to be all over me for doing this incorrectly. I'm guessing it should be getting warm already. Oh my. I'm going to see if this warms up. And if it doesn't, it's on to plan 2, because there is a Dairy Queen. I really tried. And while we're on the theme, I have to give a shout out to all the servicemen and women veterans that are making it possible for me to do ridiculous stuff like this. It's a job I wouldn't want, and do appreciate all of your service. Especially, I know a lot of troop folks in combat would just eat this cold in about a second and then be on their way. Fortunately, I don't really have to do that, but we did get a tour of a Canadian MRE, or IMPs, as they call them. I'll bring my stove next time. That'll be good. Yeah, this is doing nothing whatsoever. It's unfortunate. Yeah, not even warm. So these ration heaters clearly have a use by date on them. But this meal is going to have some good enjoyment in the future. So right now, Hungry Steve is going to find something at a nearby store before everything closes. Find some dinner. You know, I'm sorry, I was really anticipating that I would cook something. Then I thought an MRE would be better. And now I realize there's dates on flameless ration heaters. So I'm just gonna stumble out of the woods here. And there's a parking lot with a lot of stuff here. It's actually a little pub. Now we're talking. Now this is not camping at all. Well, here's my options. Starbucks, closed. Walkbox, closed. Home Depot, closed. And they don't sell food. So, there's a little pub here. Probably gonna stroll in there, grab a bite to eat, and then slither back into my hammock on the ground behind Home Depot. Okay, that's exactly what I needed. And we'll have to do an MRE another time. But I got there just in the nick of time because they have restricted hours right now. So that worked out okay. Got a good meal. It's not raining yet, which is good. And I'm gonna slink back into my little spot. Should be a comfortable, cozy night. One thing that has been suggested to me a bunch of times that I'd love to do if it was a little easier is those little sheds they have on display outside of Home Depot or Lowe's or Rona or wherever. But they generally lock them up. I haven't seen any that have been actually open. Actually, I did see one actually open, but somebody else was already camped in there, so I didn't want to disturb them. All right, here is home sweet home, right around the corner. And the most dangerous part of any stealth mission is actually the moment that I'm no longer walking across the parking lot and I crawl through the hole in the fence. So make sure nobody's around. Of course, they have those, oh yeah, of course they got one of those big cameras hanging off the side of the building that's one of those big balls that can see like anywhere it wants to. All right, so as we're here, just kind of casually out for a walk behind the Home Depot, and in we go. I'm actually glad there's a street light there for a couple of reasons. One, makes it more possible for me to use a flashlight without drawing too much attention. And two, I'm not falling on my face trying to get back to the camp. Oh, yeah. You can see the lights over there from that Dairy Queen complex on that other side. Okay. Here we are. And everything is as we left it. Made it back just in time to enjoy an after dinner beer. And the parking lot up there is pretty quiet. It's deserted, no signs of an on-site security guard. Just what I like to see. And it looks like it could rain tonight. The radar is showing some precipitation kind of coming this way, and we'll see how the shelter holds up tonight. Obviously, the hammock is not designed to be used as a bivvy. This is kind of like an emergency situation if you don't have any trees to tie onto. In a torrential downpour, it would be very bad. However, with a light sprinkling of rain, I think it'll perform just fine. Oh, a big mosquito. Anyhow, I will give a huge shout out to, first of all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. This video is coming out right before Father's Day, and I'll give you a big shout out. I do have a list I hope to find in my computer I may have lost that, but I'll have to go through the donations over the last few weeks to be sure that I've got everybody. If I miss anyone that wanted a Father's Day shout out, please please don't hesitate to let me know. I apologize if there are some that slipped through the cracks, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get them all. And then all the others that have donated for the beer donations. And again, very appreciated. Helps keep things going. And somebody's in that parking lot over there. Yeah, I think they're just leaving. So we're in pretty good shape here. This is a stealthy spot. Nothing more I can say about that. Now on this side, I got my backpack tucked underneath it there, so if it rains, it won't get drenched. I'm gonna crawl in over here and really pray that I don't get soaked tonight. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't get more claustrophobic than this. Okay. Yeah, this is like severely tight quarters, but should do an emergency. So I'm gonna be able to do this a little bit better without the camera on. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for watching. After about an hour in, this thing is way too hot. Being on the ground, you don't get the ventilation with just the tarp draped over the top. So I'm actually pretty much just sleeping under the stars tonight, unless it starts raining, then I'll put the tarp over top. Good morning. Not quite as early as I thought. It was a little bit of a rough sleep, but I'm starting to feel the sprinklings of rain coming down from above. So I'm gonna get this camp set back up and crawl out of here before we overstay our welcome. Almost forgot the camo cloth. Couldn't see it in there. It's probably not the best color this color match goes. This is more of a fall color, and completely different trees. No oaks around here. That's great. So everything packed up really good, really quick, and I'll make tracks out of here. So thanks everybody for watching. If you just dying to see me caught, be sure you're subscribed. I can't promise for sure, but over the next little bit here, when we're on the road, the main plan is to get way ahead on videos, and then I can start releasing more than one a week. But right now, with the house and everything, one has been like a push. But we are slowly starting to get ahead. There is another one already kind of filmed. And once I have a few in the bank, then I can do a sporadic one, not just on Thursdays, but another one that comes out in addition to the Thursday ones every other week or so. So if you want to, make sure it's not a tick on there. Yeah, if you want to be up to date on them when they come out, be sure you're subbed. I know YouTube did say they were cleaning up some subscribers off of my channel, so they do this purge once in a while where they remove any accounts from subscriptions that they think are fake accounts or spam accounts. So always a good time to double check that you didn't make the cut when YouTube went through and did its automatic thing. So right, just like that. Time for the most obvious part. Stumbling out of the woods in the morning. Nobody back here behind the Home Depot, so that's excellent. I'd been concerned that I would see a lot more security last night. I saw none of it. Perfect. Back to the car. In a few short minutes here, we'll be out of here. So, thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned. There's more weird coming up, and we're on the road. So, as I come across new places, we're gonna check them out. So until next time, cheers everybody.